Oops. Hey everyone. I am on the live. I hope you can hear me and see me clearly. If you cannot, please let me know. The internet connection over here is not that great on my side of town, so just gotta forgive that. But I did want to go live because we are doing our weekly win announcements, and I'm starting this off early. In March, we are going to be doing this every single week. Okay, and we're going to start that as a test. Opportunity to see how we can communicate better with our community, how we can get more information out to you all about what is happening every single week. We have so many new things happening. We have fundraisers, we have programs, we have projects, we have behind the scenes things that are going on all of the time. And so I just want to make sure that we all get an opportunity to have this time to participate in conversation, whether you want to ask questions about what's happening throughout the week with WIN, if you want to know what's happening throughout the week with WIN, if you are just like confused about like, am I a member? Am I not a member? I'm going to come over here all throughout March, and we're going to tell you everything that is happening, and also you get to ask your questions. So, and we also have a new members orientation that we do once a month. So if you want to get into that, that's great for any new members that come aboard. I just did a list clearing this week. So you will see that we have some announcements coming up. So for those of you who are never really like completely involved in all of the WIN spaces, and maybe you're just here on Facebook, maybe you're just on LinkedIn, maybe you're just, where you are, we have spaces all over. And I actually will put the link here in the comments. I think it's only going to go to YouTube though. But the link for the WIN community, if you want to learn the WIN agenda every single week, every single month, we do something. We make sure that you have the WIN Roundtable, which is available for WIN VIPs and corporate partners and sponsors, and also people, special guests too. So that is something we do for the WIN Roundtable. And that will give you an opportunity to get your business more exposure. You get to talk about what it is that goes on with you in community. That's important. If you have things that you want to talk about as far as community objectives, what you want to learn in community, how you want to move in community, what are your goals and your needs. So those are some things that we actually talk about on the roundtable. I am going to pull up the list of all of the weekly agenda. And let me go ahead and put this here. Whew, Lord Jesus. I don't know how y'all day have been, but I've had a great day. Toning down from Sunday, had like a brunch, mimosas, cocktails, just came from this beautiful, what is it? It's a, like what area? I don't know if you're in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, shout out, put a heart in the comments. But we have a place there called Third Spot, and it's really nice. And I went there. We actually, there's a food hall and all these different restaurants and places. So we actually sat down and had some beers. Yeah, it was really nice. But you have to take time to separate, yourself from your business and kind of relax. But when I came back, I said, we have to do the WIN announcement. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. I'm going to go ahead and put that up there as a banner for you all. And this is for this week. So 2/25/24. All right. And I also want to pull up the list that I have because I get the emails too. So if you're on the email list, you'll get the emails of all of our weekly wins, all of the events in person, right? Virtually, audio. And real quick, shout out to our corporate sponsor, Lashana West, right? Pop Up and Create. She did an amazing job this weekend. We had content, community, and conversations, I believe is what we call it. And we did that live. I mean, we did that in-person event. It was so amazing. We had we just had a blast. And just want to thank all of the people that contribute to our community. We have a lot of sponsors, and when we y'all listen, when we do these in-person events, you get to have this really warm atmosphere of understanding who a person really is. It's one thing to be on an audio or a live stream, but when you're in person, you get to really have oh man, it was just a vibe, y'all. So Pop Up and Create sponsored the last meetup. We just did that this past Sunday. Was it no Friday? I'm sorry, today is Sunday. So we just did that Friday, and it was an amazing time. We actually had some goodie bags, and I just want to shout out some things too, because one of the people that came to one of the meetups a couple of meetups ago, we didn't get to really do a lot of like, shout outs and sponsorships and things like that. So we had Christy Farmer that came to one of our last in-person meetups. She gave a lot of giveaways away. We had Arlene Duncan. She did like the rain. She does rain, and she gave a lot of giveaways away. And this past meetup, LaShonda gave away her entire venue. So whoever showed up did not have to pay. You didn't have to be a WIN member to come to this last event. And a lot of people were asking me, they were like, is it live? Can I log in and see it? And I was like, no, it's in person. So we have in-person events for a reason, because if you are looking to, see people and really get to the results quicker, that in-person event is going to help you do that. Okay. Because online is saturated. So you got to make sure that, that you're really like connecting with people online, offline, connect with them in any way that you possibly can. Because one thing I did today that I want to emphasize is, I don't know if y'all know Fawn Weaver. Now we're coming on Herstory Month. So Fawn Weaver, she's the owner of one of the best, brands of bourbon whiskey is Uncle Nearest. And if you look that up, amazing story. I asked Fawn to be on our podcast, right? We have a WIN Community podcast coming up. And that is something that we're really excited about. We want everyone to have a chance to participate. So if you're a VIP, like earlier when we tried to do the announcements on Clubhouse, it was a little glitchy. So I decided to do them here. And Nakia, one of our VIPs, she joined the stage, and she said, like all the things that were happening throughout business and life in general, right? We all go through it. And I really want to talk about those things. This month coming up, we have the Overcoming Challenges series coming on the WIN podcast, and that's for our launch. We have 4 amazing guests that are going to be on. But if you are a VIP, and if you're a corporate partner, corporate sponsor, then I want you to reach out to me, because we want to also feature more women moving forward on the podcast. We're also going to have some individuals that are probably going to do some guest podcasting there as well, as far as our leadership team. But we will be launching the podcast on in March. So I can't tell you the exact date, because we are doing the recordings first, and then we're going to launch it on the podcast. But it will be, the first part of March. And I want to make sure that for this week, if you are on Clubhouse, all my Clubhouse heads, here's the thing. Clubhouse is really like getting on my nerves this week, but it's okay, because it does that. And if you've been on Clubhouse long enough, we actually have some clubs that we're going to be doing some rooms under that are not our club. So I will be talking to Crystal from the Mom Link and see how we can do some rooms under her club to talk to her audience and let them know, what the WIN has to offer, and how we are, just here to partner with community and make sure that they have all the resources available to them. I have also talked to Tara Garrity. If you know Tara, she's the founder of the Hager You Can Club, and she's allowed us to do rooms in her club on Clubhouse. So for this upcoming week, before we even start doing all of the diverse clubs and houses, well, it used to be called clubs, but they're houses now on Clubhouse, we have our weekly rooms every single week. We meet every morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Morning Cup of Inspiration. If you've never, I host that room. I love that room. That's my favorite room above all. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can tell me business over breakfast and breakfast. I don't care. The Morning Cup of Inspiration room for me is like, it's so genuine and it's so giving, because we share every single day at 6 a.m. in the morning. We start our day off the right way as a WIN family, but we also get to talk about what we're going to do in our business, and we get to set up for success. So we do goals, affirmations, we do intentions. those are opportunities for you if you are not really like having great days every day, if you're not used to setting yourself up for success every day. We do the morning cup of inspiration on Clubhouse at 6 a.m. in the morning because that is going to give you that boost. And not only, sometimes I've had people sit in the room for a long time and just listen because they're like, I'm not ready to show up, but I do need encouragement. I do need inspiration. I do need to affirm. So we've had that room. Oh my God, it has to have been like almost a year now that we've been doing this room. DC, hashtag DC. Okay, wonderful. So we've been doing this room, and so I want you to come over to Clubhouse. If you are an early bird, this is perfect for you. If you're not an early bird and you're like, I don't know if I want to get up that early, it's also perfect for you because I don't care who you are. Getting up early is going to set yourself up so that you can do more in your day. So I want to emphasize that because a lot of times, we struggle around that, especially as moms. And, we just got a lot of responsibilities on the table. So we want to help you with that and get you in a mindset of overwhelmed. So I don't, and we learn from each other. So that is the morning cup of inspiration. Go to Clubhouse, click on the RSVP in the Women into Networking. We call it a chateau. Click on that and make sure that you RSVP for all of the rooms, okay, in the morning. We also have the other rooms, like we do a how to moderate and manage an audio 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. We also have the power in messaging. That's a new room that our co-founder, Ariana Hamilton Hussein, is bringing. So let's pause for that moment. Can we pause? Because if y'all have never seen or heard Ariana on a stage before, it's very powerful. So definitely want to get in that room. That's tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? And all I'm doing is looking at the Clubhouse schedule. So if you have a tough time finding out like where some of our rooms are and activities are, I encourage you to go to the actual apps that we're using. So we're using Clubhouse for some of our audio rooms. If you go to Clubhouse and you look at the Women into Networking WIN Chateau, we call it Chateau, you'll see right under there, it tells you all the rooms, the schedule for the week, the schedule for the month. And that's all I'm looking at. So tomorrow at 12 p.m., we are doing the Powering Messaging with Ariana Hamilton Hussein. Then we have the next one, which is going to be the Tuesday, same thing, 6 a.m., right? We get together. Then we have the 2 p.m. This one is Sarah's room. Pull up, network, share your ideal client. This room is really cool because we get to talk about who your ideal client is. Like that is something that we don't always discuss. Like we talk to people about it, but we don't discuss it, right? So we discuss it in this room so that you understand who you're actually dealing with, who you're wanting to deal with, who actually needs the products and services that you offer, and how you're identifying who these individuals are, right? Doesn't have to be, the people that you think they are. We figure that out in this room. And the whole part of our agenda in the WIN community is to make sure that you have opportunity to figure that out. So come in that room. Sarah hosts that room every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I do a room after her at 4 p.m., how to attract consistent clients in 2024. I love this room. I'm telling you, we have some powerful rooms. And the only reason why we haven't been doing a lot of announcements in live streams and audio is because we've been sending out emails and, letting people know in a lot of our spaces. But now we've grown, like we're big now, so we have to kind of bring things to the forefront so people who kind of feel like I missed out for a long time, that you actually get that full access to our community advantages. So that's one thing. And then we also have the other rooms. I'm not going to name them all, but we have some amazing speakers in these rooms, and they've been very consistent on Clubhouse. If you're not consistently on Clubhouse and you want to get back on, I encourage you to make sure that you come into these rooms, listen again. There are some things that are happening, like it's a little glitchy every now and then, but we know from the past that Clubhouse has fixed those things over time. And we also are going to be starting new. So this March 1st, which is going to be Friday, we're starting a new. So every Monday and Friday, we're going to be doing the Women into Networking, Inspire, Connect, and Achieve rooms. And those are going to be some really cool rooms. I don't know about y'all, but I really, really love the whole vibe of women coming together and really making sure that you have safe spaces, that you're not like, I mean, let me tell you something. We could be really catty, like we could definitely be some emotional creatures, but when we get together and we empower each other, that emotion just fuels us. It just gives us power. And so when we come into this room, we're going to talk a lot about that. And we're also going to start back some of these networking spaces for people who don't know really what they want to do, but they really want to get out there and try some things. So that's all I really want to kind of announce for the clubhouse rooms. And then also, let me see, March 1st. So after March 1st, this is going to be our next announcement too, next Sunday. And I'll just kind of like save a little bit for that. But we will be doing our roundtable the first week of March. So it's the first Tuesday of March. So if you're a VIP, corporate partner, corporate sponsor, or you're a featured speaker, which you've gotten the email already, that means that you can come on to the roundtable. And that's going to be amazing. We always have fun on that. And we also have a couple of things. So just making sure that y'all are really aware, the Love is in the Hair fundraiser is started last month, right? Well, this month. And it will be ending as far as like, getting that huge, discount and everything like that. So whenever you go to the W.I.N website, you'll see it'll pop up. We also have a fundraising button on the website. So if you go to the top tab of the website and you see where it says, and I'll do it real quick because I don't want to direct y'all to the wrong place, but I will say it says it at the, let me see. It's under fundraisers, y'all. But okay, just go under, put, when you go to the website, click on more. So when you go to the website, you click on more, it's going to show you where you can get involved, and then it'll show fundraisers, and then you'll see under the fundraisers that it has the future fundraisers that we have coming up, and the one that we're doing right now, which is the one with the hair. Okay, so make sure you get your peruca. I know I said it with an R, roll it, the R. So make sure you get it, and make sure that you donate to the W.I.N, because every single thing that you do, from your membership dues to anything that you pay on our fundraisers, to anything that you do in anything in our community, it goes towards our donations, and it also fuels all of our programs and projects that we have coming up. I don't want to give it all away because we have a lot of things happening. Okay. I just wanted to come up, give some announcements on what's happening this week so I can kind of reel y'all in, so that whatever you have going on, that you can kind of gear a little bit more of a focus towards putting on your schedule. So Clubhouse we covered. All right. If you have not been in any of our workshops, myself and TC had a workshop coming up for y'all as a master class. Okay. We actually had that scheduled, right? And it's going to help you learn how to do live streams and audio, kind of like what I'm doing right now, right? I'm coming on, I'm telling y'all about what's happening in the community. I'm also giving you a call to action to do certain things that we really know are important for your growth. And so we just want to encourage you to do that for yourself and your business. And so we actually have workshops that happen all the time. It is complimentary to W.I.N members if you are signed up under a membership account. Okay. But if you are not, then of course you have to kind of pay your way through that. But I want to make sure that you also have access to that agenda, because when I go on the agenda here, I'm going to just really quickly list down some of the events, activities that we have coming up this week, because we have the New Jersey meetup that is coming up, and that's going to be, I believe, next Sunday. So by the time I make this announcement next week, that New Jersey meetup is going to be over and done with. Okay. So make sure that you go onto the meetup section for the W.I.N community website. When you go there, it's going to be listed under, so when you go to the W.I.N website and you like put your little browser over the Join W.I.N tab, it pulls down this like whole menu. It's so cool. So it pulls down this whole menu. And with the menu, it tells you like some of the things that we're doing for members. Most of those pages are locked. So we call it a W.I.N portal because you get a chance to see more things that are available to you as a W.I.N member. And that means that you've paid your membership, right? It's like $19.99 a month. It's super easy. And then you also have other opportunities to level up. So we have like the W.I.N VIP, the partnership, the corporate sponsor. Now, I think like they're doing some changes on the back end. So make sure that if you have any questions, let me know, because some of those upgrades to the website we've done in the last week. And I think the partnership still needs to be updated because we added more perks. So if you sign up as a corporate partner, you get more opportunity. We always believe in that. But under the events activities, when you go there, you're going to see we have an accountability group. So if you have not joined the accountability group, that is rolling, that's ongoing. You get to do that forever. Like, I mean, it's just a chance for you to understand how to keep yourself in check. And we have automations that go out every single week. You're going to get that to remind you to go in the group, post your weekly wins, post your goals, post all the things that you have done throughout the week to make sure that you keep up with those goals. Sometimes we go in the group and we may check you and say, hey, did you say you were going to do this? Well, I will. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else do that. But I will go in there because I believe that making sure that you have an opportunity to correct what it is that you are not doing as well as you think you're doing in, it's an opportunity for us to keep each other accountable. Uh, February 26th, we were supposed to start that master class that I was telling y'all about with Miss TC, but we decided to move it. We have a lot of people that are definitely have a lot of questions about that. So we're going to move it and we're going to make sure that y'all can get your questions answered. And that if you have any additional things that are happening, we want to make sure that we can give you those extra resources and templates that we've been promising y'all. If you have not watched our lives here in the Facebook group and on the other channels, you got to go watch those lives. It's just, I just can't emphasize it enough. So go back there, watch all of our replays when you get a chance, because we know you're just as busy as we are. We also know that on Sunday, March 3rd, like I told you, Sarah is having her coffee and brunch meetup in New Jersey. So make sure that you join them there at Pref Coffee. You can't. I'm sorry, it's sold out. So never mind. Make sure you join the next meetup in New Jersey. But we just want to shout out for New Jersey and congratulate them for a great job. We also have the virtual meetup, but that's going to be coming up the next Sunday. So that's not really that important right now. But if you are in a local city and you have not had a meetup in your city, we are going to be pushing out for new leaders as well. So that's another way that we can really improve in our community. Okay. You don't? Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, we whoever that is, let me go on this page real quick because y'all know I don't do the shenanigans, y'all. This is crazy. All right. So while I'm continuing announcements, I'm going to remove this user. But I also want to say too, as well, for the in-person meetups, we have meetups in New Jersey, in Atlanta, and in Houston, and we also have them in South Florida coming up soon. But if you're in a local city and you do want to have a meetup, make sure that you reach out to us and let us know about that. Let me see what else is coming up. And I do want to pull up this email too to make sure that I covered everything. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. Oh, is Arinthia in the house? I can't tell. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me just see something real quick. Arinthia was in the house. So let me pull this down. Let me see something. Y'all bear with me for one moment, okay? Just one moment. I got something to do. Just 1 second, okay? Just 1 second. Just hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Y'all listen, I had to check a couple things, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna continue the announcements because I wanted to delete something real quick. But also here's what I want to say to anyone who's not in a group, right? If you are a WIN member and you're not in an actual group, that could be a member group, a meetup group. Um, oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So I just wanted to make sure that I just want to make sure I can pause that. So the meetup groups that we have that on the app. So if you don't have the app on your phone for like it's called Spaces by Wix. If you download that on the store, you get to actually download the Win Community app. If you have like yourself logged in, it's going to automatically pop up and you get to go to the group. And I'll show y'all what it looks like a little bit. It's like this, right? And so you see right here, there's some groups there. You get to join. And in those groups, you actually see there's a virtual meetup group, there's a Win accountability group, Win executive team, which y'all don't have to worry about that because we already have people. That's for the staff. We have Win the Morning Cup of Inspiration group. We have the Win turns, which for our interns. We have the meetups, like I said. We have a workshop group now. We just added that. And we also have one for mentors and corporate partners and blah, 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 VIP. All right. So each group, we're going to start designating more opportunities for you to see some things that are happening behind the scenes. And that's why we're doing more things. And this week, you might have seen the Facebook group where we cleared out a lot of the gunk. Okay. So we removed like some just extra stuff. We're going to continue to do that. And we also created a new group which is the Women United Network, and that is empowered by Women into Networking. And the Women United Network, that I'll post it after this live is over. I'll post it in the comments. But that is going to be an open group, just like we do here on Facebook in the Women into Networking community. But you actually get to just participate in it like you do here. You will not be able to access this group anymore if you are not a paid member, unfortunately. And it's only because we want to make sure that we can curate space for people who are very heavily invested into the Women into Networking community mission. We have some amazing things happening. Our sponsors have encouraged us to do more with our dollars. Our investors and people that we have reached out to and said, "Hey, like we really want to grow this thing." They have advised us to do a lot more with our platforms, but at the same time, be more exclusive. So that's really where we're going. We are a nonprofit organization, so we do have to follow through with legalities and guidelines. So we want to make sure that whatever you have going on, that we can address those needs. But the only way we can do that is if we're in compliance. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just getting ourselves in a place where we are so aligned with where our mission is and where you want to go. Another thing that is happening, which you probably saw in your email, if you are subscribed, we have a double good campaign coming up. If you love gourmet popcorn, coming up on March 1st. I'm ordering my bag. I don't know about you, but we'll be launching that. So you'll see a lot of that blasting out, coming out to you saying, hey, go ahead and grab your popcorn. Or if you want to participate, which is really what we would love for you to do, is start your own account. And we actually have scheduled it to set out so that you can have a code. So once we launch that campaign, which it'll be March 1st, it'll launch, your store will already be ready for other people to buy from. So you can support our mission by just sharing your link to your store, getting your family and friends to buy. You don't have to come out of pocket yourself. You can just share and you can spread the joy, spread the love. And who doesn't love gourmet popcorn? Like, we're a little bougie in here. And then another thing I want to announce when it comes to Women's History Month, you will be seeing some amazing videos coming out. Sarah, our programs manager, did an amazing job. She got together the leaders. She had also uh, put the interns on projects. So we have some things happening, and you'll be seeing those come out. If you want to participate in Women's History Month, the best thing I can say is to get on our podcast. We are featuring our VIPs, our corporate partners. But if you are a WIN member and you're just like, yeah, like I want an opportunity to get on the podcast, we do have opportunities for that. You just have to reach out to us, okay? I would say the best way to do that is to go to the WIN community website, go to the contact us or book us, and you can actually schedule that, social chat. And that is something that's available to you complimentary. As long as you're a WIN member, you never have to pay for it, access to us. And I also want to make sure that, okay, shout out to Karan. Karan just joined the accountability group. I see. I was looking through my emails, y'all. And also shout out to Arinthia, because Arinthia just booked her first event. Gotta shout her out. Arinthia just booked her first event, and I was looking at it, and it's on Sunday, May 12th. And if you're in Atlanta, the Bougie Grazer is the place that we're going to be having that meetup at. And it's called Bougie in Business. Of course, Arinthia will pick that title, like Bougie in Business. I love it. And it's going to be from 1 to 5 p.m. We're going to be doing a wonderful, wonderful, uh, oh, she's okay. She has a lot. She has a lot happening here. But if you know Bougie Grazer, they do spreads, and she does these workshops to help you create these packages, and they're beautiful. I was just looking at one of her reels, and she was talking about when you're visiting church and you bring like meats and cheeses and all those things instead of cake. I think it's so unique and it's so beautiful to have a unique approach to design crafting. We met the owner, LaShonda. She's amazing. And Arinthia did a great job of just doing that walkthrough, getting us involved in all of it. So just congratulations, Arinthia, for scheduling your first event, getting that on the books, and just really making the WIN community, the best community out there. I haven't seen a lot of communities just move as fast as we have. But then again, I don't know every community. So, I just know the WIN. I also want to make sure, let me just make sure I covered everything. Shout out to our 2024 partners, sponsors, ADP, Kyle Head. I love him. He's always been there for us. Okay. If you need payroll, if you need health insurance for your business, if you're looking to gain any type of like organization, I'm actually working with Kyle with a lot of my accounts, but recently I was like, man, I got to get my accounts together. So, he's always available to help you. And that's what I love, because sometimes when it's last minute, I need that like helping hand. You may have a system in place, right? You may have a software in place, but if you don't have a person to talk to, it can get really stressful sometimes. So I love the fact that Kyle is always like a phone call away. So if you ever need those type of resources or services, you can always reach out. And that email went out as well. LaShonda West, she did our amazing meetup. She's a business therapist and mindset coach, and she's been serving in the mental health field for over 20 years. And she's worked directly with individuals with developmental disabilities, but she is the CEO of Pop Up and Create too. She is who we actually had the meetup with this past Friday, and she was just amazing. But shout out to her, and shout out to Miss Ernest Cummings, who is the CEO of Secret Miracles, and she is beautiful, beautiful spirit. She also is a retired federal employee. She's been in the Department of Defense for over 43 years, serving as a senior level expert in the areas of contracting and small business. She's helped a lot of our members, y'all. So just so you know, if you haven't contacted our corporate partner, Miss Ernest Cummings, then you sleep. You're just like, because she's really good at what she does. She's had a lot of experience. She's also just encouraging. So if you don't know about our corporate partner, just want to kind of give you that heads up. We do have people that are going to support you, help you grow, help you understand what business is all about. And she's worked in federal contracting and federal government, so she can help you in your small business a lot. And her nonprofit serves and mentors students in college prep, career planning, entrepreneurship, and other essential things. But that was one of the other announcements that I wanted to make. I could go on forever, y'all. And I told y'all we have a lot of things happening in the WIN community, and just wanted to make sure that we were able to give you all an opportunity to see and hear what we're doing. Just making sure I covered everything, y'all. Just give me a second. The podcast, that was, yeah, that's going to be so cool. Sign up as a leader in your local city. Join us on the clubhouse rooms in the Wind Chateau. Join us in the accountability groups. Join us in the morning cup of inspiration. Join us in the round table and in-person meetups. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for y'all. Look, there's a lot happening. So just make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you keep your emails open. And if you have any questions or concerns, make sure you reach out to me. I don't see any questions here. And I don't see any valuable comments as well. So I'm going to get off this live. Y'all have an amazing day. Love you all in the WIN community. For all of you who have dedicated so much time, effort, energy, and financial resources into this community, I thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all have an amazing week.